Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Have you ever felt like you're just barely holding it together? Like everyone else has some secret manual for life that you missed? Well, what if I told you that you're probably doing a lot better than you think? What if the very things you see as struggles are actually signs of incredible emotional strength? Today, we're diving deep into the hidden signs that prove you're emotionally stronger than you give yourself credit for. Stick around, because you might just see yourself in a whole new, more powerful light. Let's start with a big one. You're not afraid to say no. Think about it. How many times have you stretched yourself thin, saying yes to every request, every invitation, every extra task, just to please others or avoid conflict? An emotionally strong person recognizes that their time, energy, and mental well-being are finite resources. They understand that saying no isn't about being selfish. It's about self-preservation. It's about honoring your own needs and limits. Setting boundaries is a skill, and if you've started to master it, even if it feels uncomfortable at first, that's a massive sign of emotional maturity and strength. You're not letting external pressures dictate your life. You are the one in the driver's seat. Here's another subtle sign. You don't run from your feelings. You let yourself feel them. In our culture, we often get the message that we should always be happy, always be positive. But life isn't like that. There's sadness, anger, disappointment, and fear. Emotional strength isn't about being a robot, devoid of these feelings. It's about having the courage to sit with them. It's about acknowledging your sadness without letting it consume you, or recognizing your anger without letting it control your actions. If you allow yourself to cry when you're hurt or admit when you're scared, you're not weak. You're being human. You're processing your emotions in a healthy way, which prevents them from festering and causing bigger problems down the line. That takes real guts. Next up, you've learned to let go of what you can't control. This is a game changer. So much of our anxiety and stress comes from worrying about things that are completely outside of our influence. What other people think, how a situation will turn out, or past mistakes. Emotionally strong people gradually learn to differentiate between what they can change and what they can't. They focus their energy on their own actions, their own responses, and their own attitude. It's not about giving up. It's about being strategic with your precious mental energy. If you found yourself saying, "Okay, I've done all I can. The rest is out of my hands," you're practicing a powerful form of emotional intelligence. You're trading pointless worry for inner peace. And that brings me to another sign. You take responsibility for your own life. It's incredibly easy to fall into the blame game. My boss is the reason I'm unhappy, or my past is why I can't succeed. While external factors certainly play a role in our lives, emotionally resilient individuals understand that, ultimately, their happiness and success are their own responsibility. They don't see themselves as victims of circumstance. Instead, they look for opportunities within their challenges. They ask, "What can I do about this? How can I change my reaction to this?" This shift from a victim mindset to one of personal accountability is one of the most empowering things a person can do. It means you recognize you have the power to shape your own destiny. Here's one you might not expect. You're not afraid to ask for help. There's a common misconception that being strong means doing everything by yourself, never showing vulnerability. That's not strength. That's isolation. True emotional strength lies in knowing your limits and having the self-awareness to say, "I can't do this alone." Whether it's talking to a friend, seeking advice from a mentor, or reaching out to a therapist, asking for help is a sign that you value your well-being enough to get the support you need. It shows you're not letting pride or fear stand in the way of your growth. It's an act of courage and a brilliant strategy for navigating life's complexities. Remember, even the strongest pillars need a solid foundation. Another powerful indicator is that you can adapt to change. Life is constantly throwing us curveballs. Plans fall apart, relationships end, and circumstances shift. A person who is emotionally rigid will shatter when faced with unexpected change. But an emotionally strong person is like bamboo. They may bend, but they don't break. They might feel the initial shock and disappointment, but then they start to look for the new path. They ask, okay, this is the new reality. How do I make the best of it? If you've ever navigated a major life change, like a job loss or a move, and found a way to land on your feet, you've demonstrated immense resilience. That ability to adapt is a superpower in our ever-changing world. Think about this one. You can celebrate other people's success. When you're insecure or emotionally fragile, someone else's victory can feel like your loss. It triggers feelings of jealousy and comparison. But when you are emotionally secure, you understand that there is enough success and happiness to go around. You can genuinely feel happy for a friend's promotion or a family member as good fortune, because their success doesn't diminish your own worth or potential. In fact, it can be inspiring. Being able to cheer for others without feeling a sting of envy is a beautiful sign that you are content and confident in your own journey. You're running your own race, and you're happy to see others running theirs well too. Let's talk about feedback. How do you handle it? An emotionally strong person doesn't crumble when they receive criticism. They don't immediately get defensive or see it as a personal attack. Instead, they have the capacity to listen. They can sift through the feedback, discard what isn't helpful, and extract the valuable lessons that can help them grow. They understand that feedback, even when it's hard to hear, is a gift. It's an opportunity to see their blind spots and become a better version of themselves. If you can hear constructive criticism without letting it destroy your self-esteem, you possess a level of emotional security that many people strive for their entire lives. And finally, a crucial sign, you know that you are a work in progress, and you're okay with that. Emotional strength isn't about reaching some perfect, enlightened state where you never make mistakes or feel bad. It's the exact opposite. It's about embracing your imperfections. It's about knowing you'll have good days and bad days, and showing yourself compassion on both. You understand that personal growth is a lifelong journey, not a destination. You're not harsh on yourself for not having all the answers. You forgive yourself for your mistakes and see them as learning experiences. This self-compassion and acceptance is perhaps the greatest strength of all, because it provides the resilience to keep going no matter what. So, as we wrap up, take a moment to reflect. Do any of these signs resonate with you? Maybe you're a pro at setting boundaries, or perhaps you've become really good at adapting to change. You might be giving yourself way too little credit. These aren't just small personality quirks. They're hallmarks of deep emotional fortitude that you've likely built through your own life experiences. Recognize them, celebrate them, and know that you are stronger than you think. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. If this video helped you see yourself in a new light, please give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who might need to hear this message. And do not forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you do not miss our future videos. We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Which sign of strength surprised you the most? Take care, and I'll see you in the next one.